What is up, beautiful people? Welcome to the Frost and Fist. I am your wolf brother, Methos Kushranada, and the Imperial Fist behind the camera is known as... Freak! And today I am here with my awesome guest. His name is...
Will.
And Will is helping us out by bringing his kill teams to us and letting us get in some bat reps today. Will, what you bringing today?
I'm bringing my Loyalist Night Lords that are using the White Scars chapter tactics.
Awesome, and these are some pretty good-looking Night Lords. He had them commissioned by a really pretty talented painter, handsome guy, hey. Kind of wolfy. Anyways, it's a great-looking army. Just to brag on myself a little. No, it's a pretty good-looking army. I like it a lot. And we're going to get in some kill teams today. Man is bringing 10 Night Lords today?
I'm bringing a tactical squad of 10 Space Marines with a missile launcher and a melt-a-gun.
It's a lot of firepower. I'm only bringing 8 models today. I'm bringing 3 Thunderwolves, and I'm bringing 5 Grey Hunters today. So we'll see if taking less models and gambling on my Thunderwolves are going to pay off. Let's go to deployment. Boom. All right, going to deployment. So the way kill teams works, you got to have at least 4 non-vehicle models to nominate as 1 leader and 4 specialists. So my leader today is going to be my pack leader Thunderwolf cavalry guy, and his leadership trait is going to be that his leadership bubble extends to 12 inches. Next to him, I have a guerrilla fighter whose specialty is going to be hit and run. Over here, the Thunderwolf with 4 crystals. He's going to be my combat specialist, wounding on a 2-up in close combat. And my Grey Hunter here with the loop on his rifle, he's going to have Eagle Eye, shooting at 36 inches instead of 24 inches. All right, and you can see the overall battlefield if we take out a wide zoom. We're contesting over this piece of terrain here. There's going to be a King of the Hill style battle. So by the end of the final turn, the guy with as many people on top as possible will have the most points and thus win the game. And then there's Slay the Warlord, right?
Secondary objectives. So just to reiterate before we get to my deployment, in addition to the King of the Hill, we are also doing secondary objectives. That includes First Blood, Slay the Warlord, which is kill the leader, Line Breaker, and then there is an additional objective called Break the Enemy. If you kill more than half of your opponent's models, that enemy is considered broken for the rest of the game, and they have to make repeated morale checks to stay in play. This is my deployment right here. My veteran Sergeant Ganthet has a power sword and plasma pistol. My specialists include Brother Rypet, who has a missile launcher and feel no pain. Brother Bob, who has preferred enemy. And sorry, Brother Ethok, who has a melt-a-gun and Master Craftsman. So we treat his weapon as if it's master crafted, and we get to re-roll a hit. Deployed like so, and my warlord trait is that I get to seize the initiative on a 4+ instead of a 6+, which I'm going to try and do right now. And Shazbot. Yeah! Loyalist Night Lords, turn 1. The Loyalist Night Lords, turn 1 ended not terribly successfully, but not terribly evil either. I made some runs, made some movement, and shot a missile that did nothing. So just to break it down for you, starting here, my brother Space Marine started moving forward towards the hillock. Even though this is the tactical objective, I'm trying to move into a flanking position. My other Marines may basically move forward. Brother Rypet and his missile launcher stayed exactly where he is. Tried to teach Methos a lesson because you understand in kill team, you don't want to keep your models grouped together because that's how they all get murked. So I shot a missile, but it didn't do anything because Space Marine armor is stupid. I moved some more models forward to try and continue to press this flank. My sergeant and my other specialist move forward as well, and we're just moving in a position to try and take the tower. And that was Loyalist Night Lords turn 1.
All right, here we are at the end of turn 1. Apparently, wolves don't learn very well because we are no housebroken puppies. So, still semi-grouped together. But what happened is I pushed up against this terrain to remove line of sight for most of his units across the field. My Thunderwolf here took some pop shots at his guys on the bridge, nothing. But the rest of my wolves moved up into waiting position. So not a lot of action yet, but that's because when a wolf is hunting, it knows how to lie in wait. Not a lot of action so far, but just wait, Will. Those teeth are coming for you.
Oh!
Oh! Loyalist Night Lords, turn 2. We got a little old school taking it back to the 30K and the 999, but we didn't quite get what we wanted. So let's just start right here. We crossed the bridge. We took a shot. We dealt a wound to a puppy, which was great. We moved a little bit further. We're right within range of the tower, which is the objective for the game. Brother Rypet managed to go maximum load and not do anything. Not very curly mustache of him. It was very disappointing. Then we've got my leader and his boys moving forward, but he took a shot with a plasma pistol, almost got hot, but I'm hot enough, so it wasn't a big deal. So we're going to go into Wolves turn 2 and see if they can bring the thunder and slash or the noise.
All right, turn 2. First Blood, Space Wolves. All right, going down to the battle top. My Thunderwolf Cavalry here is locked in combat with this guy. Failed to do any wounds. Crazy. As we pan across, you see my Space Wolves moved up. Tried to utilize Eagle Eye here for that advanced line of sight, but hits, no wounds. You see my Wolves moved up here. Tried to shoot at the guy in the back. One of the only guys that can shoot back at him, but failed to wound as well. Over on this side, we moved up. And you can see the man on the hilltop got his first dead soldier.
Went down like a punk. Disgusting. I'm going to burn you.
Then my guerrilla tactics specialist decided to charge his sergeant, his warlord for the game, and stayed tied in combat. They are locked. No wounds done to either side that was not saved. So we move into turn 3. Both of us still in the kind of a setup phase. We'll see where it goes. And the Wolves are coming for you.
Okay, let's see how that goes. Loyalist Night Lords, turn 3. You might think that those bricks are naturally red, but they're gray. They are colored red because it's spilled with the blood of my enemies. Let's go around and talk about the massacre that just took place. So, my leader and his loyal companions drove off a Thunderwolf cavalry who ran away like the screaming puppy that he is. I have my specialist and his best buddy mowed down several units from on top of the world, the objective nonetheless. And then over here, my flanking maneuver worked out perfectly. I was able to kill a Thunderwolf cavalry and his little handler with him.
So many ones. So many ones are buried in one.
Where were they in our game?
Don't
Where
let,
were they?
Oh, this is payback for throwing sixes in Freaks game.
don't let this talk of ones confuse you. This is how we do it in the 30K 99 2000. Let's go to Wolves turn 4 and see if you guys can get some entertainment out of it.
All right, bottom of 3. The ones continue to roll around, but we do have a little bit of action. Coming in here, now you see I don't have much left on the table. I've only got 4 models. So, no wounds to anybody on this side. We did some shooting at the guys on top. Failed to wound. We've got armor saves like a mofo.
What does that mean?
The Thunderwolf came down off of its perch and managed to wreck the melt-a-gun guy because he saw how he melted Jimmy in the face with that melt-a-gun.
He took it like a champ, like a champ.
And we didn't want that happening again, so we decided to give up on the Warlord this turn to get rid of that melt-a-gun. So that dude may be vulnerable to a charge next turn. We're going to have to see, but you can see over up top, we're fighting for King of the Hill. And again, the Thunderwolves failed to wound in battle. For some reason, I cannot roll wounds tonight, and I cannot get any rending hits. I am rolling a lot of ones. And my man over here, he is boss with the armor saves. Those nihilists, those Night Lord loyalists definitely have the blessing of the Emperor tonight.
They have the blessing of your amazing paint job. It's a shame I've got to get your wolf blood all over it.
Oh, you know what? If I'm going to get my ass kicked, at least I'm going to get my ass kicked by these beautifully painted models, courtesy of, Wolf Brother Methos.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we've got Loyalist Night Lords.
Can we talk about this a minute? I have 10 attacks here with the Thunderwolves. And I'm going to tell you how many to wounds I rolled. 10 attacks. 0 wounds at strength 5. Let me reiterate that. 0 wounds at strength 5.
Where were those in our game?
I somehow threw all 1s and 2s for 10's attack. 10 attacks.
But enough about Methos' army's failings. Let's talk about the success that is the Loyalist Night Lords. We were able to kill another one of his Marines with my guys on the flank here. We're locked in combat. I count this as a success because his monstrous close combat characters can't seem to catch a break. I don't know if it was the training. I don't know if it's just that they're inferior bloodlines. I mean, it's got to be something. Over here, we're also locked in combat. My leader tried to break away because I know that my luck's going to change. But who are we kidding? Methos is going to roll some more 2s next round. Let's go to Space Wolves turn 4.
All right, bottom of turn 4. Things aren't going great for the Space Wolves, but we are still getting some stuff done. You can see here, the Wolves have kinged the hill. We've pushed.
Let's be clear about that.
Let's clarify. The Grey Hunter is the boss at the moment. The Warlord still throwing 0 wounds. The Grey Hunter pushes the Thunder Wolf off of a dude and managed to get a killing blow in on one of the Night Lords, winning combat and pushing the other Night Lord off of the hill.
Brother Bob, rest in peace.
We're going to have to promote this guy and give him a wolf mount. Over here, we still stay locked in combat because, again, can't get it done. My man Will here manages to use hit and run on his sergeant and escape, running away, just to define.
Not even remotely.
Because obviously he would be afraid of a Thunderwolf that for some reason can't seem to connect with him. The fear is real. So going into turn 5, though, this could be the end of the game, and I've got 2 units on top of the hill. Let's see if I can weather the storm and stay king of the hill going into turn 5. Space Wolves out.
Let's talk about the unmitigated failure that is Brother Rypet, a character based on a local gamer here, Ryan Petroni. This worthless piece of plastic has failed to hit anything with a missile the entire game. It's so bad you could almost put him on top of a wolf. Oh. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's almost as bad as Methos' Thunderwolf Cavalry. Let's take a look at my turn 5. My flanker was able to take out the Grey Hunter that could. I repositioned a little bit. We stayed locked in combat over here. Methos' leader is currently on top of the hill, but it could still shake out one way or another. We'll just have to see as we go into Space Wolves turn 5.
So, it is a song that Space Wolves will sing in mead halls for generations, surrounded by swaths of enemy gunfire, surrounded on all sides from bolters, missiles, multi-meltas, and a warlord with plasma pistol and sword. The warlord reigns supreme, king of the hill. We were 1-1. Will, your point was?
So I got break the enemy. That was my 1 point. Methos got 1 point for First Blood. We stated before, if you however many models you had on top of the tower was how many points you got at the end of the game. Methos had his warlord on top of the tower, and we rolled, and the game ended. So he won 2-1.
That is one warlord. There can be only one. One warlord reigns supreme from the top of the hill. And the emperor favors the loyal wolves. So, thank you for joining us on our very first Kill Team Bat Rep. Thank you for joining us with my awesome man, my favorite guest here, Will.
Yes.
Will, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun. We had a really good game.
Awesome game. Space Wolf victory, but an awesome game. And if you'll join us on our next time, until then, stay frosty.